Well, joining us now to speak more on INEC and party issues is the Media Director, All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council, Canada Chapter, Dr. Abiola Oshodi. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Oshodi. Well, in Lagos, we understand that about 900,000 residents are yet to collect their PVCs. Are you worried about this?
Thanks for having me in the studio. A total of 150-something thousand uncollected PVCs is a source of concern, is a source of worry, and I think there's still enough time to mobilize our people, to inform them on the need to collect these PVCs. We need to step up. Information, educating our people on the importance of exercising their civic responsibilities to go to the different INEC offices within the next few weeks when those PVCs will be available for collection.
All right.
And thanks to those who have collected theirs, I think over 5 million people have collected thus far, so we need to commend them as well.
All right, so it's necessary for people to go out there and pick up those PVCs once it's time. In recent times, we've noticed attacks on some INEC facilities, well, not necessarily in Lagos, but in some parts of the country. What do you think we should be doing differently to ensure that this next election is seamless?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that some people are attacking INEC offices. I think, in those places, security agencies need to step up their game and ensure that INEC facilities are protected, especially at this critical time in our nation's history, and to try and preempt, use the intelligent gathering to abort such plans in the future and make sure that all our INEC offices and INEC officials are duly protected, because that's a way of also protecting our democracy that we treasure so much.
Let's talk about your party, the APC. You have a policy document called Renewed Hope, and a number of people have actually been asking questions about what the APC is set to do should your candidate win the election in the coming year. What assurances would you give to the people at this time?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again? I didn't get you.
I'm talking about your party, the APC, your manifesto going into this election. What assurances are you giving to the people should your candidate win next year's election?
Oh, Renewed Hope is a very fantastic, robust document. I think one of the journalists was asking me a few days ago, the question on restructuring. I said, if you read Renew Hope, it addresses all the areas of restructuring, which our principal, Abiola Oshodi, will ensure that they are implemented across board. So it captures different areas. This physical, geographical, everything, is well embedded in the manifesto. So I've read it myself, and it's the kind of manifesto that Nigeria needs, and to take our country to the next level. Lots of very revolutionary changes were introduced in different aspects, of the Nigeria state. I was happy, with the content of the manifesto, and I will encourage everybody else to go and read and digest the content of the Renewed Hope manifesto.
Well, Dr. Oshodi, it's not unusual to have great policy documents, written on paper, but then people talk about the political will to actually carry out, to implement these policies as contained in the manifesto, and of course, as the people in the country, the citizens actually need. What would you say about your party's candidate, about his political will to actually deliver on these promises?
Thank you. One of the things we need to look at is the antecedents, of the candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. One of the things it did differently, that people often forget is, it took the sole decision when he was Lagos State Governor to, along with the state legislators, to create a new local government, which the central government at the time, headed by Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, frowned at. and withheld Lagos State government funds. All Asiwaju needed to do then was just to capitulate, dissolve the local governments back to what they were. But he did not. He chose to test the limits of the law and took the federal government up to the Supreme Court and won at the end of the day. People tend to, minimize the impact of what this means, of what it meant at the time. So this is somebody that had been preparing for restructuring even before now. So you think that if he comes in, as the president in 2023, he's going to renege on those promises that he's made? No, he's going to advance democracy. Because the country as it is, we are nearly reaching a boiling point. So we need new innovations. We need new ideas. And I believe that all the ideas and policies, that are described in the renewed up document, they are implementable. We just need to believe. We need to believe. We need to make ourselves available. We need to push forward. And I often tell people that only we, the people, can make the manifesto work. Angels will not come and do it for us. We, the people, will have to make it work. And, if he gets there and he doesn't, and it starts to stall, we have a written document that we can use, to remind him that this is what he promised us, and we can hold him up to that. But I assure you that I know we'll certainly deliver, and there won't be a need for that.
All right. Media Director, All Progressives Congress, Presidential Campaign Council, Canada Chapter. Dr. Abiola Oshodi, thank you for your time on TVC News at 7.
Thanks so much for having me.